Let's talk a bit about what this Russia-Ukraine conflict is all about, something which has got the world worried that we're on the brink of perhaps another war, and what is the United States and the European Union doing in this entire conflict. Let's begin with the man at the center of it all, Putin. So what does Putin want? Putin wants to stop Ukraine from joining the NATO at any and all costs. According to Putin, there is an agreement which was made by the USSR and US at that time with the European Union that Ukraine would not join NATO and there would be no expansion. But that is not something that the rest of the world, that is Ukraine, the EU and America, are now agreeing to. They're saying we're not going to go back to the pre-1997 borders. Putin thinks the expansion of NATO is a threat to him. Now, let's talk about what the other side wants. What does Biden want as the other key player in this? And Biden, in a sense, also representing the concerns of NATO allies and the European Union. He wants an avoidance of the repeat of Russian aggression in Crimea, where in 2014, a part of Ukraine was just overnight annexed by Russia, saying that this is now part of our territory because the people here all speak Russian and we have heritage and traditional cultures and values, and this is part of our sphere of influence. They want, in fact, the United States' influence in Eastern Europe to be even more. This is essentially a fight for territory which is continuing decades after the erstwhile USSR split up, where America and Russia still want to hold on to their spaces, and that is what we're seeing in some of the recent developments. We need to also take a look at the history of how this all started and where is Ukraine placed in it. So let's just take a look at the background of this entire fight. And the background really starts with Ukraine being a part of the erstwhile Soviet Republic till 1991, till all of that disintegration happened. For several years, Ukraine was run by pro-Russian heads of state, and one of them was finally toppled in 2014 by political actors in Ukraine who said that they didn't have the best interest of Ukraine at heart. That was the same time at which Putin annexes Crimea. So Ukraine, in a sense, is divided. Part of it leans more towards Europe and those influences. Part of it leans more towards Russia and those influences. And between Russia and the United States and their own very traditional rivalry, this country is now stuck in the middle, hoping there is no war at its borders. With over 100,000 Russian troops at the borders, that is something that they fear for. The official line of Putin right now is that he has no intention to attack. Biden says an attack is imminent at any time, and that is what has the world on edge.